guys, it's Aiden Gray here, and welcome back to another video. Before we get started, lights, they're cool. Christmas lights actually, because yeah, no, I'm not insane, I'm not just decorating this early. I just like the way it looks with the color in the background instead of just that lamp. Just a trial, we're working stuff out here, and that's what we're here for. But anyway, I digress. Today we're going to be talking about 5 things that I can't live without in filmmaking. I cannot live without these things, whether it be like batteries or something. Anything I've bought while I'm filmmaking, that if it got taken away from me, I would seriously suffer and I couldn't live without them. It's like insane, insane. They're great, great things. Let's get into it with number 5. Number 5, grips or handle fuller, not exactly fuller, but these grips, these types of grips, lever grips. Can't live without them. These are amazing. So recently I have had in this room, this big room, over there, this way, there are some curtains, and if it's not nighttime, then they are so bright. They basically shouldn't be there. Nothing keeps light out. So those curtains, very white. So what I do is I put these black blankets we have over them, and I use these things. I have more than this, I have 6. But I put these things over top of it, and what it does is it blocks out the light and makes it so that no light comes in, and they're amazing. I also use it for keeping up this diffuser, cable management. I've got behind me with these lights, I've got some just behind the scenes behind them just to keep them from falling down, and I use them all the time. They're amazing. I love them. Number 4. Number 4, this thing. This is a case. So it's not a big brand that lots of filmmakers know. It's Pelican. This is not that. This is some off-brand one. I tore off the sticker because I didn't like it there. One of these cases. So what you do is it comes with these big foam pads, and you rip out little individual sections to make it so you can fit anything you need to fit in there. And I love these things. As I've grown more in filmmaking and made a bit more money, what I've done is I've bought more equipment. And with that more equipment comes pain to get it to sets and shoots. So what I've done is bought these things. This is for my monitor. I've got another one for basically everything else, my camera, all my camera stuff. And I'm thinking of getting a new one when because I've got some more stuff planned coming here. So I think I might get a new one for that stuff. But anyway, these things. Love them. That's number 4. And this is number 3. Number 3, atmospheric aerosol. Now, I just made a video about this recently, and I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. So what it is, well, actually, I'll leave a link in the description to my video I've made about it. But what it is basically is it's spray that adds volume to your light and your set, and it's awesome. This stuff I've used so much, and I'm planning on using it so much more in a couple upcoming shoots that I have, and you guys are definitely going to see it being used a lot more. I love this stuff, and I find it super useful, and couldn't live without it. Definitely going to buy more. One day I might even invest in a proper haze machine, which then I can live without these, because I'll have that. But, yeah, this is number 3, and let's get on to number 2. Now this one, it's an ND filter. Gosh, I love this thing. People are always talking about them like people just throw them on the camera, not a big deal. Before, I lived without like a year filmmaking without this, and I'd pump up my shutter speed and stuff, and I'd be panning in camera and I'd say, why does that look so bloody terrible? It's because I was pumping up the shutter speed and not obeying the 180 rule. I got this variable ND filter, 2 to 400 ND. And it's amazing. It's also an IR cut filter because it has a little green tint and stuff. And it's amazing. I love it so much. I love this thing, and everybody needs one. They do get a bit expensive. This was $250. And because it's a bigger size, it's a 72 size. But nah, couldn't live without it. If I could go back and tell my past self when I'm doing my previous films, buy one of these. Forget about gimbal, forget about a drone, because that's what I really wanted. No, ND filter all the way. Next item. Now before I do the last item, I want to do a few honorable mentions. First one, battery. Now, the reason I didn't put this as I can't live without it is because I have lived without it for so long, and I feel like if it did get taken away, I could manage. But it's helped out so much on my recent really long shoots. I went to a shoot that was like 6-7 hours, and what happened is I unplugged this battery that I'm using now, ran out. So what I did is I plugged it back in, I plugged it in, and I took this one and used it, and then I just swapped them out throughout the day, and it's amazing. I really couldn't live without it, but it's an honorable mention because I have for so long, and I feel like I could if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. It's amazing. Extra battery. And another one is customized stickers. They're awesome. They're amazing. I got these little ones, Aiden Gray, little camera, Aiden Gray. I put it on all my gear. Lens caps, lights, these camera boxes, the top of these aerosol cans. Even saw one on the ND filter case. I love these things. Amazing. But I can live without them. But it just helps me when I go to a shoot with other people, or if I'm lending someone some gear, then I can put my stickers on them so they won't get lost or mucked up. So I could live without them, but I feel like it's just one of those things. You can risk losing some of your stuff or it being swapped out with somebody else's stuff by accident. Everyone should have stickers. I love them. Now time for the last item, a light. Right now the light's actually up here, it's empty right now. But this Aperture Amaran F7, oh, I love it so much. So what it is basically, it's a mini LED light. And as you can see on my channel and my actually previous channel, which I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, I don't like it. Never had a light. Bought it like a month ago. It's great. Before I just used house lights, which were tungsten orange. They look terrible. As you can see in my 10 camera angles video. I'll leave a link in the description. Terrible lighting. I hated it so much. But got a light. Smooth daylight lighting. Got this reflector, which I've had for a while. Smooth daylight lighting. Then I've got these lights. Just add pop to the background. Got a lamp. I'm getting more lights, and I'm realizing I spent money on a gimbal. And it's probably worth it because I made some money back with that. I made all my money back from that gimbal from doing videos because people wanted me to use a gimbal. But as a filmmaker, personally, I should have invested in lights first. They're amazing. They make your footage so much better, so much more cinematic, so much easier. Everyone, right now, pause this video. If you can, start saving. If you can't, get a light if you don't have one. You won't regret it. Now, that's all I have to say. These are my 5 things I couldn't live without, 2 honorable mentions, and they're amazing. Leave in the comments below what you guys can't live without. I'd be interested to know because I might actually think of buying some of that stuff if I think I need it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Wait, before I go. Also these, little pro hack. When you have a 72mm, but you don't actually have any 72mm lenses, this is a 58, I have a 67, get step-down filters. This goes on, and it's amazing. You only have to buy one filter and then use it on all your lenses. But I just wanted to say that. Bye.